This is every interactive demo tool that I could find. There are 20 of them and growing, and most comparisons are only going to show you these 5. But we're going to talk about all of them in this video. But I'm not going to get bogged down in a feature-by-feature comparison that is probably just going to overwhelm you. Instead, I'll give you an easy framework for understanding which tool fits your job. And a quick note before we start, I work at Supademo, and it's one of the tools that we're going to be talking about, but I'm going to provide a fair comparison of all of the tools in the market, even those that we compete with. Okay, so here's the map. I've broken it into 4 groups. Group 1 are HTML-based screen recording tools. These are self-serve tools that you can usually sign up for free, and you capture your screen recording it the same way you would with a simple screen recording tool. But every time you make a click for whatever you're recording, it captures all of the HTML of that particular page and then turns it into an interactive walkthrough that people can click through in their own pace. You can build product demos with these very quickly, and then when you want to share them, you can send it as a link to a particular person, or you can embed it on your website. This is the crowded core, and it's where most people are actually shopping when they're looking for a tool like this. Okay, so group 2 are AI agent-built demos. This is a newer category, and in these tools, the AI drives the demo. It's a very interesting development in the market, but it's also very early, and we're going to get into why it might not be ready for most of the people that are buying demo software. Group 3, this is enterprise recording-based software. It's the same underlying technology as the tools in Group 1, but they're sold very differently. These organizations are sales-led with longer buying cycles and gated pricing, which usually means they're more customizable and offer that white glove level of service, but they also charge a premium for that, which is why you won't see their pricing listed on their website. Now, Group 4 is environment-based. These tools clone your entire product environment. They're real sandboxes built for sales engineers that are doing deep technical evaluation. Most of you watching are probably shopping in Group 1, so we're going to spend most of our time there. We'll cover the other 3 near the end so that you can have a sanity check to make sure you're shopping for the right group of tools. Now, Group 1 has 6 main tools: Supademo, Arcade, Navattic, Storylane, and HowdyGo. I'm going to tell you something that most comparisons probably won't. And it's that at the feature level, a lot of these tools look more similar than they do different. You have screenshot capture, HTML editing, the ability to make mini sandbox environments, lead capture, analytics, AI features. They all do most of this stuff. And if I start going into a feature by feature comparison, we're going to have a row of 40 different things, and it's just going to overwhelm you. The real differences aren't on a feature checklist. They're about which tool fits the job that you're trying to accomplish. So instead of comparing tools, we're going to be comparing jobs. And there are 3 common jobs. Job 1, this is the classic one. You want to try it before you buy it experience on your homepage or your pricing page. You want to drive more engaged buyers to your demo forms or your sign-up flows. And you want to let prospects explore your product before they get on the call. Arcade, Storylane, Navattic, Supademo, HowdyGo, and Guideflow all serve this job. The real differences are the workflow preferences and the price. If this is your only job and you're not layering on sales motions on top of that, I would start with the tool that has the best free trial and try it out for yourself and see how it works when you put it on your website. Now, job 2, this is where you replace onboarding calls with self-serve walkthroughs. Now, across Supademo's 200,000 users, this is where our center of gravity is. Let me share a quick few specifics of how you can do this. You can make a demo hub, which lets you embed multiple walkthroughs that you record inside of your product, so customers can get guided help in context. Likewise, Supademo just released our AI demo agent, which answers questions similar to how ChatGPT would. So customers don't have to book a call to get unstuck with their burning question. Now, it's worth flagging that when customers are trying to solve this job, they're not just looking at the tools in Group 1. They're comparing against other walkthrough tools like Scribe, Pendo, and WalkMe. These tools look slightly similar, but they're actually adjacent and solve very different problems. So if onboarding is your job, evaluate across these categories, not just within Group 1. Now, job 3, this is where you let prospects explore the product mid-funnel. This is a self-serve demo. The account executive probably sends a prospect as a link after they have a sales call. It's something the prospect can poke around with and share with the team without having to watch an entire meeting recording. Now, Storylane and Navattic lean into this particular use case a lot, but Supademo can also be used as well. This is the most contested job in the category. All 3 of these tools work. The differences come down to pricing and tiers and what features are gated in different plan types. It's also where the user interface of the software feels right for you. I could go into the nitty-gritty and start comparing very minute differentiators, but I'm not going to. Instead, pick 2, run a side-by-side trial, and see which one works best for your particular workflow. Now, what I will say is this. Within Group 1, Sandbox demos and HTML editing is usually a feature that you're going to need. And where each tool gates those features is likely going to decide which one you end up going with. If none of these jobs felt like what you were trying to do, you're probably not in Group 1. So let's look at the other groups. Group 2, and this is the category that everybody is talking about right now. Karumi, Testbox, the Free 3, and Hobbes are all Agentic AI demo platforms. These tools also do roughly the same thing. It's an AI agent that spins up a virtual browser that it controls while it's talking to a prospect live. The prospect will ask questions, and then the agent will control that browser, showing them whatever they were asking for. The vision of this is great. It's the idea of doing demos without having to have a human in the loop. But here's what's happening in practice. Karumi is around $1,000 a month for about 250 conversations, each one lasting about 4 to 6 minutes. Pendo lists their middle of the tier plan at $149 a month. And that gives you 100 AI-driven calls. After that, it becomes $1 for every call that the AI spins up. Now, the Free 3 and Hobbes do not list their pricing on their website, so you'll have to talk to their sales team to understand what it costs. And the pricing for these tools is very revealing. $1 per call adds up really fast if your website is getting a ton of traffic and a lot of people are going to be using it. And the tools that gate their pricing behind a sales call signals that they're usually going to be in an enterprise tier. And that collides hard with what a lot of prospects want to use these tools for. Now, there's a structural reason for this cost. These tools are very token heavy. Every prospect interaction has multiple LLM calls. You have virtual browsing, reasoning, and response generation. The unit economics of this are forcing pricing to go up. And then there's latency. Real-time agentic conversations always introduce delay. The agent has to think, navigate, and then answer the question. And each of those steps adds seconds onto the response. And to be honest, the experience right now feels like calling your bank and getting sucked into a robocall experience. You end up waiting for a response, it's really slow, and then you just want to end up talking to a human instead. One more thing on this category, and it's a clarification that'll save you a headache. You'll also see tools like OneMind, Default, Qualified, and Warmly using AI demo language on their websites. These tools are selling agentic SDRs. They qualify leads and book meetings. They don't actually try to replace the demo itself, so they're a different tool using very similar language. Now, the agentic demo category is new and it will mature, but for most buyers, they're priced out of it for the time being. Okay, so now let's look at Group 3. The tools in this category are Tourial, Reprise, and Consensus. Now, these tools have the same underlying technology as the ones we talked about in Group 1, but they're a very different sales cycle. The big one is that their pricing is gated. You're not going to find it on their website. You'll talk to a rep to get pricing information, sit through scoping calls, negotiate a contract, but you'll likely end up signing something on an annual basis. The buyers in Group 3 are enterprise teams that want to manage sales process. Procurement is part of that deal, security is part of that deal, and implementation support is also part of that deal. If that sounds like your buying motion, then this probably makes sense for you. If you're a small to mid-sized team and you just want to swipe your credit card to get started quickly, you probably don't need to be in this group. The tools we talked about in Group 1 are going to get you there much, much faster. Lastly, let's talk about Group 4. These are the environment-based recording software tools. The tools in this category are Walnut, Saleo, Demoboost, Demostack, and Testbox. These tools don't capture screenshots or HTML of your product. They clone or turn into a sandbox your actual product. Your demos will feel really real because they're literally a clone of your software. This is the right answer for your demos when they need to be indistinguishable from the real product. And it's best for complex enterprise software. Think multi-step technical workflows, sandboxes that prospects can poke around in for several minutes. In this group, expect annual contracts that run bills into the tens of thousands. They'll also have implementation timelines that are measured in weeks rather than days, and sales engineers will be heavily involved. Now, if you have the budget and timeline for these kinds of tools, then book a meeting on their websites and see if it's right for you. If your demo just needs to look like your product and get people to the aha moment so that they understand your software, then the tools in Group 1 are probably going to be sufficient for you. Now, here's the takeaway. I've given you 4 groups. Now, instead of looking at all of the tools, just pick the group that is most relevant to the job that you're trying to accomplish and then compare the tools in that group. And don't get sucked into a 47-row complex feature by feature comparison. Think about the 3 jobs that I outlined earlier and then pick the tool that you think would best fit that use case. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this, but Supademo has a 7-day free trial where you can start recording your product demos for free, see if it's right for you, and actually start shipping them. You can create as many demos as you want to within 7 days, and we're never going to delete them, even if you don't become a paying customer. We also have new tools that we've just released, like our AI demo agent, which now qualifies buyers 24/7 on your website and then sends them to a human rep. We're not trying to replace your account executives, but instead we're trying to make sure that the people that they do talk to are qualified and ready to evaluate deeper than just asking surface level discovery questions. Check out the description for more details, and I'll see you in the next video.